Hello there, everyone. Nubkex here. Welcome back to Nubraids. Ireland, it's just a little bit sunnier than usual. Bit odd. What's going on? Huh, who knows? But yeah, I am here with some exciting news. We have got, let's make it more clear, the new fusion. Here he is. He is an undead. Spirit Affinity, support, legendary. Lord Entertainer Fabian. There he is. From the Undead Horde. Yeah, it was Undead Horde. So in the lore, they were teasing that he's a high elf. No, he's undead. Looks very much like, Sifi and Rotus. Very, very cool. This fusion is starting on the 10th of March, and I believe it is a classic fusion. So that's actually on Monday. So this weekend, Summon event, won't be part of the fusion. So there you go. Let's take a look at his kit. Spoiler warning. I'll even sit down over here. Oh my god, it's really sunny. Spoiler warning. He's really, really good. All right, his A1, Service in Death. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit steals 10% turn meter and puts True Fear for 2 turns if the target's turn meter is fully depleted. I'd say this one is relatively weak. I mean, actually, the double steal turn meter is pretty good. I think it's going to be really difficult to consistently get that True Fear. Now, if it does happen, 2 turns of True Fear is very strong. But I think it's going to be fairly rare that that will actually land, I would think, unless he's got something else in the rest of his kit. Let's take a look. Unwelcome Guest, his A2. 4 turn, that books to a 3 turn cooldown. Attacks one enemy, places Petrification for 1 turn. 75, that obviously books to 100% chance of placing True Fear for 2 turns on all other enemies who are not under Fear or True Fear debuffs. Wow. And then the passive, he activates the skill whenever an enemy under Fear or True Fear successfully uses a skill. Okay, so it only happens if there's... Yeah, you can't stack multiple of them on the team, which is pretty standard for champions now. Well, that's insane. That's really good. Petrification removes all their buffs, and then it gives them damage reduction, but they take bonus damage from bombs. And they obviously missed their turn. It's pretty good. It's not as good, I would say, generally as a stun, but it does have the buff strip component. Petrification's not bad, but I mean, AoE True Fear for 2 turns. It's not consistent crowd control. They can obviously still get their turn, but it's still pretty darn good for really disrupting enemies. And the fact that it's for 2 turns is nuts. And then if they ever roll the dice well and they get to cast their skill, he then goes and he True Fears everyone on the enemy team again, which is kind of crazy. He'll even, I guess, True Fear the person that he tried to petrify when he does the passive. So yeah, that's a very strong crowd control, A2. Then his A3, this is like the thing that makes him really insane, I think. Spectral Flourish, 5 turn, that books to a 4 turn cooldown. Attacks all enemies. Before attacking, 75 books to 100% chance to decrease the duration of all enemy buffs by 3 turns. That's amazing. So number 1, it's before attacking, so you don't have to worry about affinity. It will just work. Number 2, decreasing buffs, doesn't trigger polymorph. Don't have to worry about that. And number 3, I should be wearing sun cream. Number 4, it's early. This is doing this first thing in the morning. I'm gonna burn. Number 5, 3 turns of buff decrease is very good. Like, that's gonna remove almost any buff that isn't protected. That's very, very good. Obviously, Stone Skin in Arena still has the 50-50 to stop this, but it's still very strong. Yeah. Then, that's not all though. 75% booking to 100 to increase the cooldowns of all enemy skills by 3 turns and grants an extra turn if there are no buffs in the enemy team after this attack. What a move. This is very like a Crixia move. Very like Crixia, which is insane. She's a mythical. But yeah, AoE buff strip that doesn't trigger polymorph, then an AoE 3 turn lockout, extra turn, and then if he gets the extra turn, he goes straight in, and they're not going to have any buffs, they're going to be vulnerable to fear. He's going to go in, petrify one person, and AoE fear the rest for 2 turns. Like, that's kind of nuts. That's kind of a crazy 1-2 punch. But yeah, this A3 is absolutely incredible. This is the first time they've given a big lockout to everyone. This is a lockout equal to Crixia, equal to Yumiko, and it's on a fusion. Like, that's genuinely insane. that is genuinely insane. Like, if you have not pulled a Kaimar, Crixia, or a Yumiko, say hello to the new permanent addition to your arena roster. Even if you've got those champions, the fact that this guy combines the buff strip with it, crowd control and his other moves, yeah, he might still... Like, I've got Yumiko. I've got to make a I'll be testing this guy when I can on the test server. It might be a couple of days after the fusion because I'm away on holidays, but I'll do testing as soon as I can. And will I use him more than Yumiko? Like, maybe I will. Like he's that good. He's genuinely kind of crazy. What a move. It also combos very well with Alice, right? Because she has the 2-turn lockout. Well, you know, 2-turn lockout, because you get a cooldown back at the start of your turn. So you lock them out, they take a turn, they're down to 1 turn, they take another turn, they're back to 0, so their moves are ready. So you've locked them out for 1 turn. Well, you stack her 2-turn on top of the 3-turn, and like if enemies have taken it, you lock them out for 3 turns, they take a turn, they're down to 2 turns, then you do Alice, you push them back to 4-turn cooldowns. Like, stacking lockout's very strong. Then, whenever an enemy is revived, his passive Ghost with the most. Whenever an enemy is revived, put True Fear on that enemy for 2 turns. That's nuts. And then it removes any stun, freeze, sleep, provoke, fear, true fear, and petrification debuffs from this champion before the start of their turn. So before. So presumably he'll get his turn anyway. And yeah, those debuffs basically not doing anything. 19% speed in all battles aura is a little bit mid, but it does mean it will be very strong for Siege. But yeah, needless to say, the dude's he's looking kind of crazy. He really, really is. Like, let's having another look here. Yeah, he seems bonkers. Really good. One thing that was interesting, if I jump over to the game, I was curious because he did remind me of Basatha with that passive, right? Now, Basatha's passive, when an enemy is revived, 75, so bucks to 100% chance to stun them for 1 turn. Now that only goes on 1 enemy, but I think it's because it has that 1 turn cooldown. So it will go on the first enemy to be revived, but not the others. There is no cooldown on Lord Entertainer Fabian. He has no cooldown on his passive, so I'm pretty sure he's just going to True Fear everyone that's revived again for 2 turns. So yeah. Say hello to the champion you're going to be seeing all the time in Arena. My gosh, they're really pushing fear. Like Queen of Hearts had fear. The Empress that people are going to be getting in the next few months. The Mythical from Chimera, he has fear. They're really pushing fear at the moment. It's kind of the in thing. But yeah, needless to say, is this fusion good? This fusion looks absolutely incredible. If you don't have a big lockout champion on your account, this will be game-changing. Yeah, simple enough. You're going to see this guy all over Arena for, I think, a very, very long time. Yeah, like the 2-turn True Fear, that will persist after Mythical's Metamorph and everything. Like, it's kind of nuts. It's kind of, oh, we got a cloud. There is a single cloud in the sky. I am saved. Guys, that's it. Again, this fusion begins on the 10th of March, Monday. I think it's well worth doing, so definitely save resources. And also definitely be prepared for a 5-star soul. This is likely a champ you'll not only want a 5-star soul for, but probably will make sense to buy a 6-star soul, to save up and get a 6-star as well for the extra speed. You definitely want the 5-star for the accuracy, 100%, 100%. So there you go. That's my thoughts on him. Let me know what you think. Yeah, crazy fusion, as predicted. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.